Next factor, type of substrate. Even at room temperature, different types of alkyl halide also have major product tertiary alkyl halide. We have secondary alkyl halide, and we have primary alkyl halide. So, for example, we look at this tertiary alkyl halide. We have to understand that SN2 is not going to be possible. Here, tertiary alkyl halide, no SN2 reaction, because there is simply too much steric hindrance of alkyl group, means too much crowding at tertiary center for a nucleophile to approach that tertiary center. So steric hindrance means there is a lot of alkyl group that a lot of electron density that is going to repel any upcoming nucleophile that is negatively charged, so that tertiary Rx we can rule out SN2 reaction. That's not gonna occur. However, SN1 is very good candidate because we know in SN1 reaction carbocation is formed, and this is very good carbocation. There is 9 alpha hydrogen, 9 hyperconjugating structure is possible because of this CS3 neighboring group. So SN1 is very good candidate because we know that more substituted, that a carbocation is the more stable. It is due to the hyperconjugation from the neighboring alkyl group. So if this chlorine, if Cl minus chloride ion were to leave, it would leave tertiary carbocation, which is stable. So SN1 is very good candidate. SN1 reaction possible. Therefore, E1 is also good candidate. E1 reaction is also possible. E2 is also possible. So basically, with tertiary alkyl halide, SN2 reaction is not possible. Now in primary alkyl halide. In primary alkyl halide, with primary alkyl halide, SN2 now is very much possible. SN2 in very much possible. There is not very much steric hindrance. You can see there only one methyl या alkyl group are present. This carbon is not so much crowded. This primary center not so much crowded, not so much steric hindrance. So it's going to be very possible for a negatively charged nucleophile to approach in this direction and SN2 is going to be possible. E2 is also possible. E2 is also possible. However, SN1 and E1, however, SN1 and E1 are very unlikely to happen, because if this Cl leave, that would leave a primary carbocation. That would leave a primary carbocation. That would leave primary carbocation. A primary carbocation is very unstable because it does not get to enjoy very much hyperconjugation from neighboring alkyl group like tertiary carbocation. So, because the primary carbocation is very unlikely to form, we can more or less rule out E1 E2 reaction. For primary alkyl halide, there are some exceptions like allylic, also primary carbocation, benzylic, also primary carbocation. So this carbocation is stable carbocation due to resonance. So for primary alkyl halide, there are some exceptions like allylic, benzylic system. But at this stage, we can pretty much sure just take it for granted that a primary carbocation is very unlikely to form. So SN2 and E2 reaction is possible. SN2 at low temperature and E2 reaction at high temperature. So next is secondary alkyl halide. Secondary alkyl halide. With a secondary alkyl halide, there is not that much information that we can get. If there is a lot of beta branching or some steric hindrance crowding more towards the side, that might be a factor in repelling a nucleophile that going to do SN2. But basically, with secondary alkyl halide, we can't really gather that much information about what mechanism is going to occur just by looking at the substrate. But for tertiary and primary alkyl halide, we are able to rule out some possibility. So in primary alkyl halide, if we have QH and nothing is mentioned about temperature, we can assume room temperature. So strong nucleophile. QH is strong nucleophile and H2O is weak nucleophile. Water is weak nucleophile because neutral. Water is neutral. But here charge, negatively charged species, and this carbon having partial positive charge, not that much crowding, only one methyl group at present and though hydrogen, so not so much crowding. So here SN2 reaction is possible and we can get primary alcohol. No carbocation is formed in SN2 reaction. This is SN2 mechanism. So we can pretty much sure about SN2 reaction in primary alkyl halide. We can also pretty much sure about alcoholic QH is a E2 reaction because here temperature is given. In high temperature, elimination reaction is favorable. So we can get alkene as a product. Similarly, in tertiary alkyl halide, we can also predict major product. We can know, as we know, primary carbocation is tertiary carbocation is very much stable due to 9-alpha hyperconjugation, 9-alpha H. So here mechanism is SN1 mechanism. Carbocation form. If carbocation is formed, rearrangement possible and rearranged product will be measured. At this stage, we have already stable carbocation with 9-alpha H. In alcoholic OH and heat, E2 reaction is possible and we can get elimination. So there is one possible product, alkene with 6-alpha H. So here elimination, E2 reaction, and we can get alkene as a major product. So primary and tertiary alkyl halide, there is fixed mechanism SN2 and E2 possible. Here SN1 in tertiary alkyl halide, SN1 and tertiary is also possible. For E1 is possible. For E1, weak base is required. Alcoholic OH is a strong base, like SN2. Strong in SN2, we can call it strong nucleophile, here strong base. ETOH, here ethyl alcohol and heat. Ethyl alcohol neutral, just water. Neutral nucleophile, weak nucleophile, here weak base, just like SN1. E1 reaction is also possible and same product is formed. In this mechanism, carbocation is formed, just like SN1. And we can get beta hydrogen is removed and this alkene is formed. So this reaction is E1 reaction and this is E2 mechanism.